Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the quickest, the sharpest, the easiest, simple subject. Welcome to mathematics. Students, in our previous video, we saw how to draw an in circle of an acute angle triangle. Okay, but unfortunately, few students were complaining that, sir, this video is not clear and we are not able to understand what you have drawn and we are not able to follow it. So it's all right, friends. In this video I am going to continue the same topic as well as concept is same. So same thing we are going to cover. Concept is in circle, finding in center and drawing in circle. So we are going to continue same concept with acute angle also, obtuse angle also, and right angle triangle also. Okay students, so same concept, though it is I am using with all three triangles, but the concept is same. So you may find that the video is little bit lengthier, please forgive me for that, but definitely you will find that it is one of the easiest video, because once again I am repeating, we are going to follow same concept but for different triangles. So our first thing is, students, we are going to see how to draw an in circle of an acute angle triangle. So first we have to draw one acute angle triangle. Students, I am drawing one acute angle triangle. Consider this triangle I am drawing is an acute angled triangle. Students, to draw in circle we have to bisect the angles of a triangle. In our previous examples we have bisected sides. To draw circumcenter we have bisected sides, and to draw in center we have to bisect the angles. Okay students, so that is the main difference between in center and circumcenter. Bisecting angle we have learned in our last year, as well as in the in one video also I have posted on Wednesday. So please go through it. I have given link of the video in the description, how to bisect an angle. So here, to draw in center, to find out in center and drawing in circle, we have to bisect angles. Which angles? Angle A, angle B, and angle C of triangle ABC. So let's start bisecting all angles. Students, suppose we have to bisect this angle B. Now consider there is only one angle, angle ABC. Can you bisect it? Yes, because we learn how to bisect one angle. So let's try to bisect it. Okay guys, to bisect this angle B, I'm keeping the tip of the compass on point B and drawing one arc on this arm, as we are bisecting this angle ABC. So I have drawn one arc on this arm and I will draw one arc on this arm. So what have I done? Took some random distance in compass, put the tip of the compass on the origin of an angle and intersected two arms. Got it students? So this is nothing but bisecting an angle. Now students, what is our next step? Next step is either we can keep the same distance or we have to increase it little bit. So I will suggest you to increase it such that its arc should go out of the triangle. Now later on you will come to know why I am saying why its arc should go out of the triangle. Right now I am just drawing. Okay, so from this intersection point I have drawn one arc out of the triangle. Got it? Now without changing this distance from another intersection point of arc and arm, I will draw one more arc. Now both of these arcs are intersecting at this point, the point which is out of the triangle. Now we just have to connect this point of intersection of arcs and origin of an angle. So let's connect this ray which is connecting origin and this point of intersection of arc is nothing but angle bisector of angle ABC. Got it, students? Similarly, we have to bisect this angle C. We not only have learned to bisect an angle, but we learn how to bisect angle of different orientation. Now suppose orientation of this angle, and we just have to bisect only this angle. These two angles are not there, we have to bisect this angle ACB. Can we bisect it? If we know the trick of bisecting one angle, we can bisect any angles. Let's try to bisect this angle. So for that, what we have to do, take any random distance in compass. I have took any random distance, then keep the tip of the compass on origin of angle, that is on point C. Draw one arc on one arm. I have drawn one arc on this arm, as well as without changing the distance draw another arc on second arm. Okay students, got it? Now next step is, we can either keep same distance or we can increase the distance. I am suggesting you to increase such that their intersection point of arc should come out of the triangle. So increase such that arcs will come out of the triangle. So here I have increased the distance, and after that I will put the tip of the compass on the intersection point of the arc I have drawn an arm of an angle, and will draw one arc out of the triangle. Okay students, now same procedure without changing the distance I will follow from another arm and arc intersection point. Okay guys, so here you can see these two arcs are intersecting each other at this point. Now I just have to connect this point of intersection of arc and point C. So let's connect. Now the ray originated at point C and passing through this point intersection point of arcs is angle bisector. Let us call it as C E. Previous one was B D. Now we have to draw one angle bisector of angle BAC. Consider there is only one angle BAC. Can you bisect it? The answer is definitely yes. So let's go to bisect angle BAC. Take any random distance in the compass. I took it. Then put the tip of the compass on point A. Draw arcs on both arms of the angle. I have drawn first arc on this arm, second arc on this arm. Okay, then increase the distance. Put the tip of the compass on first point where arm is intersecting arc, or arc is intersecting arm, and draw one arc out of the triangle. Got it? Now same procedure without changing the distance in the compass we have to follow from the other point where arc and arm of angle are intersecting each other. Got it? Okay students, so this was the first arc which I have drawn from this point. This is the second arc which I have drawn from this point. Now we have to connect this point and this point. Point of intersection of arcs, let us call it as F, and origin of angle point A. So let's connect them. Did you observe one thing students? That is, all the angle bisectors, bisector CE, bisector BD, bisector AF, they are intersecting each other at one point in the interior of the triangle. See students, what will happen in the case of angle bisectors? This is an acute angle triangle. Consider right angle triangle. If you will bisect this angle, bisector will go through interior. Any angle if you will bisector always will go through interior. So their meeting point or point of intersection always will be in the interior. If you will bisect obtuse angle triangle, there also bisector of angle always will go through the interior of the angle, means interior of the triangle, and it will always meet in the interior of the angle. Got it, students? So in the case of angle bisectors, the concurrent point of angle bisector, which is called as incenter, it definitely comes in the interior of the triangle. So these two arcs and these two arcs, they also will come in the interior. By intersection point also will come in the interior. So there will be confusion. So to avoid that confusion, I have suggested you to draw these arcs out of the triangle, nothing else. Got it, students? Now this point of intersection is called as incenter. What it is called as? Incenter. From this incenter we have to draw one circle. Let us see why it is called as incenter. But remember, from this incenter you cannot take the distance directly equal to any vertex. If I will take the distance equals to C, you may see that though it is equals to C, it is not equals to A, right? And definitely it is not equals to B. So this is not so worthy. Then what we have to do? We have to draw one perpendicular. Now to draw a perpendicular, various methods are available. First is we can use this protector. Second is we can use this set square. I will suggest to use set square. So let us use set square to draw a perpendicular. For that, what we have to do? Align the base of the set square. Means this one side is called as base on any one side of the triangle. Suppose I have aligned it properly on this line. It should be aligned properly. It should not happen that line is going like this and set square you have kept like this. There should not be gap between this base of the set square and the line on which you are aligning it. So align it properly on one side of a triangle. Okay, students. Next step is its height should touch to the point of concurrence. Got it? Now here point of concurrence is a little bit inner. So what I have to do? I have to slide it and adjust such that it is touching to the point of concurrence, or the point which we are calling as incenter. Now here, students, I have aligned the base and height is also touching to the intersection point. So I will draw one perpendicular. Students, always remember, in the case of incenter or while drawing in circle, we have to draw this extra perpendicular. Let us call this incenter as point I and this perpendicular as IG. Got it, students? Now what we have to do? We have to take the distance in the compass which is equals to IG. So I will put the tip of the compass on I and pencil on G. Let's draw one circle. Can you see this circle is touching to the sides? This circle is touching to this side as well as this side from the interior of the triangle. So circle is touching through the interior, so it is called as incircle. What was the case of circle? It was passing through out of the triangle and it was touching to the vertices. So main difference between incircle and circle is incenter is touching to all three sides, circumcenter is touching to all three vertices. Second, incenter is in the interior of the triangle and circumcenter is always in the exterior of the triangle. So students, that's how we have drawn incircle of an acute angled triangle. Now let's try to draw same kind of in circle with a right angle triangle. So first I will draw one side, one arm, okay. Suppose this is arm Q R, okay guys. Now here I want angle of 90 degrees, so I will use either this protector or this set square. I will use protector. Put the tip of the protector on point Q, origin of the protector on point Q. See the 90-degree angle and draw a line. Now at this point, angle of 90 degree is created. I will consider it as point P. So P, Q, R are the 3 points. I will connect P and R. So one right angle triangle is created. Okay guys, now we have to draw in circle of a right angle triangle. To draw in circle, what we have to draw? Side bisectors or angle bisectors? Definitely angle bisectors. So let's bisect this angle Q. To bisect this angle Q, I will take any random distance in the compass I have taken. Put the tip of the compass on Q. Draw 2 arcs intersecting 2 arms of angle, okay. Then from these 2 points of intersection of arcs and arms, we have to draw 2 more arcs by increasing the distance in the compass such that those arcs will go out of the triangle, okay guys. So here I have drawn first arc. Now from this point I will draw second arc, okay. Now this point of intersection of these both arcs, that point and origin of angle, we just have to connect. Let's connect. So after connecting these 2 points, here angle PQR is bisected by, suppose, PQR by ray QS, okay. Now similarly I have to bisect this angle. So what I will do, first step is take any random distance in the compass, put the tip of the compass on point R, draw 2 arms without changing the distance intersecting 2 sides of the angle, okay. First step is over. Second step, increase the distance in the compass. Put the tip of the compass on first point of intersection of arc and arm such that the future arc will go out of the triangle. Is it going here? Yes. So I will draw first arc. Now without changing this distance, from second point I will draw one more arc. These 2 arcs are intersecting at one point. Let us say it as point T. Now we have to connect point T and R. So ray RT is angle bisector of angle PRQ. Okay guys, same procedure we have to follow with angle QPR. Consider only angle QPR as these 2 angles are not available, are not there. So can we bisect only one angle? Definitely yes. So first step, take any random distance in the compass. I took it. Draw 2 arcs on 2 arms. I have drawn. Okay guys, second step, increase this distance and draw 2 arcs from these 2 intersection points such that those arcs will go out of the triangle. So first arc I have drawn. Now from this second point I will draw second arc. Locate the point of intersection of these two arcs. It's here. Give the name to that point. Let us say it as point T. Sorry, T is given U. Now connect this point U and P. See students, angle bisector, naturally it is going through the interior of the angle, hence in the interior of the triangle. This second angle bisector naturally is going through the interior of the angle, means interior of the triangle. Third angle and its bisector naturally will go through the interior of it and through the interior of the triangle. So concurrent point of angle bisectors of a triangle, which is called as in center, always pass through, is always in the interior of the triangle. So here is the point of concurrence of angle bisector RT, QS and PU. From this point we have to draw one circle, but in this case we have to decide the radius. In the case of circumcircle, we were taking distance directly equal to any one vertex, but in this case what we have to do, we have to draw one perpendicular from this point on any one side. So let's draw one perpendicular on this side by using set square. So I will align the base of the set square on this side properly. So here this base is aligned on this side. Now this height should touch to this point. It's much away from the point, so I will slide the set square such that it will touch to the height. Its height will touch to this point and its base alignment is not disturbed. Now from this point I will draw one perpendicular. Got it students? Actually this thing we have learned in last year, how to draw a perpendicular from point out of the line. In center is always named as I. Let us say it as point V. Now we have to draw a circle which center is I and radius is equals to IV. So let's take the distance equals to IV, put the tip of the compass on I and pencil on V. So can you see the guys, this circle is touching to all these three sides from inside of the triangle, so it is called as in circle of a triangle. Okay students, similarly we can draw in circle of an obtuse angle triangle. So let's draw one obtuse angle triangle and it's in center. Hereby I am drawing one obtuse angle triangle. Suppose this is point Y, Z. I am drawing one obtuse angle. The point is X, X, Y, Z. Let's connect these 2 points. X, Y, Z is one obtuse angle triangle. We have to draw in circle such that it will pass through the interior touching to all three sides. For that, what we have to draw? Angle bisectors. Let's bisect angle Y first. Take any random distance in compass. Draw 2 arcs on 2 arms. Increase the distance. Draw 2 arcs from those points of intersection of arcs and arms respectively. Locate the point of intersection of arcs. Name it as A, connect that point and origin of the angle. So ray YA is bisector of angle XYZ. Now let's bisect angle Z. Consider that these two angles are not there. So can we bisect this angle? Definitely yes. First step, take any random distance in compass. Put the tip of the compass on point Z. Draw two arcs on two arms of angle XZY. Next step, increase the distance. Put the tip of the compass on point of intersection of arcs and arms and draw two arcs. Locate the point of intersection of these two arcs. Connect this point with the origin, that is point Z, origin of the angle which is point Z. Draw one ray originated at Z towards the direction of that point, passing through that point of intersection of arcs. Suppose that is point B. So ZB is angle bisector of angle XZY. Now we have to follow same step for angle YXZ. So first step, put the tip of the compass on point X. Take any random distance. Draw two arcs on two arms. Got it? Second step, increase the distance from those 2 points of intersection of arcs and arms. Draw two arcs. Locate the point of intersection of those two arcs. Name it as C. And join the origin of the angle which is point X and that point of intersection of arcs which is point C. Draw one ray. Okay guys, now this XC is angle bisector of angle ZXY. Now here we have located point of intersection of all three angles. Name it as I, which represents in center. Now from this in center, draw one perpendicular on any one side. Here in this case we will draw it on side YZ. For that, properly align the base of the set square on side YZ. I have aligned it such that its height should touch to the point I, which is in center, which is point of concurrence of all angle bisectors. Okay guys, now just draw the perpendicular. Name it as D. So ID will be the radius of the circle. So consider I as center of the circle. Take the distance equals to ID and draw one circle. So let's draw it. Now look at this circle. Passing circle is in the interior of the triangle, touching to the sides of the triangle from inside. Okay, hence it is called as in circle, and center of the circle is called as in center. So the difference between homework. Okay students, your homework is draw one acute angle, one obtuse angle, one right angle triangle each and find their in center and draw their in circle. First question. Second question, write down the difference between in center and circumcenter and in circle and circumcircle. Thank you students.